Good morning, ladies. I'm. I decided to go ahead and record the results of the candle work. I thought that would be like much easier. So I'm very pleased with the candle work. I just want to first say thank you so much for joining me in this invocation. Really, I feel like it was God's will, and it was a blessing for me to bring in the new year in service for others. It was amazing for me because I was out and about in the grocer, and this the candle just jumped at me. So I felt that it was my calling and my duty to go ahead and set that light and set that intention and really open it up to others. So I just wanted to say thank you for joining me in this invocation. And so now I want to talk about, first I want to talk about the flame, the actual light. When I was burning the candles, I was led to burn it for 24 hours straight. And I did. I burned it for 24 hours straight. I also, I went through, I cleansed it, I did all that, I dressed it, did everything for that. And I also had a helper light on the side to really support the candle, the primary light. So, when I first set the flame, it was going the primary light, the St. Jude actual candle, which is a 7-day candle. The flame was very low. And I actually was starting to get a little worried. I was just like, okay. But the helper flame, it was dancing all over the place. It was very high. It was doing very well. So I said, okay, it was it's really supporting the primary light. So because the primary light was kind of like a little slow catching on, and then shortly after it began to dance all over the place. So I was very pleased with that. It was swaying and spiraling. All these are just great signs that everything is going good, especially that it was swaying to the right mostly. And for me, when I read lights, that's a yes, and then to the left is a no. So like the whole time during 24 hours, it was swaying back and forth, dancing, doing spirals, primarily to the right. I heard some crackling in the beginning, and usually when you hear crackling, that's a positive sign. The spirits are working, spirits are communicating with you, all good things. What else? Even the helper candle, both of them, like I said, were very, very active, dancing around, swirling around. With And then I didn't see any signs of the candle burning too fast or the candle burning too slow. The helper candle that burned just at a normal rate, and also the St. Jude candle burned at an appropriate steady rate. So things are going to be manifesting in an appropriate way, and the timing that it's supposed to. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. It was just right for the 24 hours because this is a 7-day candle. What else? I'm reading my notes, ladies. Okay. Yeah, so just overall, just with the flame and how the flame looked, perfect. I mean, I'm I'm very, very pleased with how this light the whole 24 hours, the time of the visual, it was just dancing around, dancing around, dancing around, swirling around, swirling around. There's definitely positive energy, and the light was doing what it's supposed to do. Because, just a candle itself represents all the four elements. It represents the cardinal directions, and I dressed it in that way. So I am very pleased with how just the element of fire and how it worked. Just that alone, aside from the faith that we added, aside from, just the petition itself to St. Jude for our immediate needs, in our prayers, and to really manifest miracles in the new year, in this year. So I'm very, very, very pleased with the flame itself. It is a blessing. So in regards to the glass casing itself, I want to go back towards the end, because I did take time, and I felt like the things were winding down. Closer to like shortly after, probably about 10:25, I felt it in my spirit. I was like, I think it's done. I hit that 24 hours. I felt it. So I checked out the light, and it was amazing because both the lights had calmed down. They were still swirling, but the helper light just became very steady, which is a good sign. It didn't go low or anything like that, but both the lights just started still swirling around, still dancing, let me know this is positive, this is great. Still, the primary St. Jude light still on the towards the right. Again, that's the sign of yes, everything is great. But it started to steady down a little bit, calm down. So I thought that was wonderful because I felt that in my spirit, like, oh, we're at that 24 hours mark that I was told to hold it. So I was super excited about that. Again, the overall with the light itself, excellent. There was no crazy colors or just the way everything just it was great. Nothing negative at all about this flame itself. Now, in regards to the glass casing, y'all, when I tell you how this light burnt to perfection, there is no black soot on the case. The helper case itself, anytime you see white smoke, it's a positive thing. There was no black smoke on either one of the casings because both of these are 7-day candles. The sign again for anytime you see white smoke, it's a good sign that things are a go, things are well, that the spirits heard you, and that they're working on your behalf. Oftentimes all the time, I see that white smoke on my ancestor candles that I have on my altar, and it just reinforces and just lets me know that they heard me, everything is well, there's no black soot anywhere, and it's all good. So, what else here? Like I said, no black nowhere. The actual design of St. Jude that's on the 7-day candle, nothing burnt on the candle. Like on the outside, there's no signs of anything. Everything is intact. Everything is aligned, and that's what that means for me. The glass. Actually, the glass encasing for the St. Jude candle was crystal clear. For the majority, except for the rim, I did see some symbolism in there in the white smoke on that, which again is a good sign. But for the most part, everything burnt crystal clear, and anything that you see that's clear is good. No problems. Let's see. Oh, and also just the way that the wax burned itself, there was no excessive wax on the jars, on the side of the jar, either one of the jars. The wax burned down evenly, perfect. Just a really good working overall. Very, very positive energy around it. And I felt really good as I was praying and holding this for us. Yeah, so just looking at the flame itself and the glass itself, successful, very successful. So I do want to say some of the signs that I saw along the rim of the St. Jude candle that was in the white smoke. I saw a baby angel. When I first glanced, it looked like just a baby. And then when I looked a little deeper, it looked like a baby angel. So that's always a good thing that the cherubim or cherubs, angels are working on our behalf and are in with us. And I will tell you during my time of meditation, this kind of confirms as well. I saw an angel of the red ray. And that's just, for me personally, it's just doing service, and how I brought in the new year in service, to you all, and just doing it and bringing in the year in spirit. So, yeah, I did see a spirit guide there. It was amazing because actually like looked like a person, and I felt like this was an ancestor for you, Mia. I felt like this is a paternal male ancestor for you, because as soon as I looked at it, being you came up, I heard paternal, I heard male ancestor. So that was represented for you. You could always call on this ancestor at any time, and even right now, I'm hearing uncle. So if you want to just name a name, my uncle ancestor, you could call on them in times of need. So I did see that, and it was amazing because, like, literally looked like a person. I was just like, oh my goodness. The other thing that I saw on a St. Jude candle, again, this is a very, like, literally along the rim. Not a lot of even white smoke because most of the jar is clear. I saw a ribbon, the ribbon, for like that we pin on us for breast cancer or any type of thing that we have in our society. The yellow, the pink ribbon, the red ribbon. I saw that, and I thought that was really interesting. Also, I saw sprinkles of I wrote down cosmic sprinkles, but you could look at like stars, the heavens, and those types of things, which for me, it really spoke to me, the stars and the sprinkles and the heavenly things, because while I was in meditation, I saw my hands, and my hands was kind of like had like, like Disney magic, going back and forth between it, like the stars. And for me, that's like being able to create magic, literally magical. And also that co-creation with God, that has really been a theme for us, I feel, with what we want, how we want to create miracles, and how we want to be able to create and manifest in our life in this year. So, that resonated with me a lot. One other thing I want to share with you all is that I felt like really St. Jude was showing me that we have this power to create the miracles in our life. Like, hope is a miracle crystallized in this earth. Our hope for something, which is a miracle. Most people, the miracle itself is literally like our hope, our faith. It's like the highest thing that we can imagine to manifest in this realm. That hope is that miracle. So what this is showing me with the sprinkles and being able to go back and forth and manipulate that and manifest that, is that we literally create these miracles through our faith, through our hope. So a miracle is hope crystallized. I am still processing that because it just seemed like a lot, right? It seemed pretty heavy, because a lot of times we are praying to, whoever, our deities, our gods, our spirits, or our angels, we're praying to. But what I received here is that, yeah, we could pray to our spirits for help and for assistance, our guides and everybody, but knowing that we are divine, knowing that we have that power in our hands, our spirit, our personal power to create these changes in our lives. And I really received that message from St. Jude. It's definitely a higher spiritual frequency than just, I'm praying and I'm waiting for the spirit to work for me and to see that, because the spirit is going to work, but also the knowledge that you can also create miracles in your life. For me, that's a miracle itself. That's confirmation of our divinity, of the God with us, and us using that personal power that we have in our life. There's so much power that we have that a lot of times we don't tap into that. But again, a miracle is crystallized hope manifested in this realm, in this earth. It's just amazing to me. So I did see a couple things in the wax as well. Well, let me go back. Let me make sure I covered what I saw. So I saw the angel, I saw a guy, I saw the ribbon. That was in the glass itself. In the glass, I saw a couple animals, and if any of these animals resonate with you, I want to encourage you to really look up their signs. A lot of natives really shamanism really dig deep into the animal gods and totems. So if any of them resonate with you in your spirit, check them out. In the glass, I saw a cat, a lion, a cow, a pig, a bird, and I saw a puppy. So that was really cute. So or a dog. So and we know how loyal dogs are. So if any of those animals resonate with you, look them up and see what that means for you. What else? Okay, I will briefly just go to the herbs that I used, because some of the herbs were in the inside of the casing that I saw. In terms of the herbs, I saw the letter E. I don't know if that resonated with any of you. It did not resonate with me. And also I saw a soaring bird. The bird looked like it was on flight. I saw that in the herbs. Now, in the actual wax itself, a couple of things was happening in the wax I thought was interesting. I saw a little boy, and he was running after a man. Both of them were wearing hats. So if any of you have a little boy in your family, you have a little boy, y'all wear hats, the man and you wear hats or whatever that resonates with you. That's one thing that I saw. It was very clear. This little boy, he was running after this man, and both of them had on their little hats. The little boy was very active. Then I saw a couple very passionately kissing in the wax as well. Then I saw something very, very beautiful in the wax. And this reminded me of divine feminine energy. I saw a woman, and she was just like flowing, really a lot of air energy just flowing in the air. And her hands were up. And she was just really again, manipulating that air energy and, putting your hands up, really creating. I think that's for all of us, because, again, this theme is us knowing that we can create these miracles, knowing that we can create things and let it manifest, in this realm. And we're all women, so we all have that divine feminine energy. But she was just, and I'm seeing white light right now, but just very high frequency and just hands up, working in this air energy and just blowing hands up. Then she had a child on her skirt. So most of us are mothers. So yeah, very fitting, right? And then so that energy was just like beautiful that I felt in the wax. I think is very fitting for us. And then I saw a man. When I say masculine energy, like his chest was out, he was shirtless, bald. He looked like he was carrying a sword, very strong, a lot of strength, physically fit for me. And he reminded me of a voodoo spirit, African spirit called Ugu. Ugu is a fighter. He carries a machete. He is for justice. In magical purposes, you could call on him to really help fight your battle in getting your work done. Also in this, I feel like he went tied into that ribbon that I saw. He also can be called on, an aspect of him can be called on for healing. So I kind of felt in spirit that goes together as well. Physical healings that we may need. So yeah, that's, I want to say, pretty much it in terms of just reading the candle. I feel really good about it. So I hope that you received any of this. Let me know if you have any questions or whatever, or any revelations. But the workings would It went really, 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 really well. Just alone, just for our invocation alone, just looking at, not even looking at all the stuff just from me reading and the animals and all of that, but just in African American tradition and hoodoo, the elements themselves just working for us. That glass is clear. The helper candle had the white smoke, which is, it did its job. It did what it was supposed to do. There's no black anywhere. It burned to perfection. The flame was dancing all around. Oh, it was honestly a perfect working. I am very confident. I am so blessed for what I received for myself in understanding miracles. I look forward to seeing more miracles, not just in my life, but in others' life, and being able to, my prayer was being able to recognize those miracles and being able to create miracles in my life. I feel like that's just like a higher, for me, just a different spiritual frequency. And I will continue to work on that in this year. But, yes. So that really, it just resonates with me that a miracle is hope, crystallized hope in this realm, in this earth. I'm going to continue to process that. But if any of you want to share with me what you receive about that a miracle is crystallized hope, it's amazing to me, that our thoughts and just our hope alone can, manifest and create miracles for us. So it gives us that power that we need to be able to create, and increases my faith, to know that the God in me, the goddess in me, the divinity in me can create and can make change. For me personally, when I saw that the magic and the stars and the heavens in my hands, and I really hope you guys receive that as well, that we have that in our hands. We have that creative magic in our hands. We have that creative power to work with our spirits, to work with our Creator, to work with God, and our angels. So I want to thank you so much for taking the time and being with me in spirit and trust me to do this invocation on your behalf as well. And please just let me know how things manifest for you all. Again, I feel like we were heard. All signs is showing that we were heard. And for me, my prayer was for me to be able to understand miracles in a different way and look at miracles in a different way. And that was manifested immediately. Really mind-blowing and changing for me, and I will continue to shift how I see miracles and how I want to create and manifest miracles for myself and for others. So God bless each and every one of you. I am praying more faith, increased hope, more miracles, all needs being met for you and your household and for everyone that is connected to you, and just more love, because love is everything. And I want to tell you a simple mantra that I use often is, love moves through me, love moves around me, I am love. All right, so I'll leave you with that. God bless you. I love each and every one of you.